Okay, so now we're going to start attaching the net to the lead line. I like to start not on a seam, but usually in the middle of a panel. I take my line and you see where there was a mark. I go through, just a simple to start off with. I get the mesh. I go through. I just do the typical 3 times around through here just to anchor it, and we want to anchor it on that dot right there. Then what I do is I follow up with one of these knots, and great. And so the next thing that I do is I bring the lead up. This is 6. We calculated on our sheet that there were 6 mesh per lead. So I'm going to take 2, go through, and this is the knot that I use. I go through like this to secure it. I do it again, and then the third time I go up, around, and then I push it down and go in like this. Again, I'll take 2 and I'll start splitting the difference up here, come in, again, third time, and lock it right there. I'll take 2 more, and what we'll do is we'll put it right before the dot that we marked. 2, 3, lock it, and then pull the next weight up. Let me go through that again. There's 6 mesh per lead. That's what we figured out. So we'll take 2, we'll go around, this will set it, pull it tight, hold it, put the next one in, the third, around, and tight in. This way, you see that lead's not moving, and that's what you want. Go in 2 more. Good. Around the second time, the third time, lock it in, pick up 2 more. Now listen, this is the knot that I use, and if you have no other idea of how to lock it in, this is a good start. But I've seen people use different knots, which you just got to figure it out for yourself. This is what I've been using for 20 years and it works for me, but I've seen other net makers do different things. Again, last, come around, oh, yep, pull it, 2, 3, come around again, good. Okay, at the end of your needle line, I like to stop right before the lead here. So what I do is I cut it, I feed this through 2 times, I roll it again, put it through like this, great. And then what I'll do is I'll come around and I'll double loop it and lock it in right here. I'll grab the next 2, bring up the lead, lock it in, great, and then continue on down the line after I trim this. Okay, here we are coming to a seam. I like to make sure that there's at least one before and after on the seam so that it stays strong. So in this instance, it's 2 mesh per tie-in, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take one, tie it in midway, and then I'm going to put the seam. I'm going to take these three, because it equals 6, and tie it in to the next dot, which is way over there. Okay. Good. And this way the seam is covered. Again, we'll do 2, tie it in, and this way the seam, I believe, stays stronger. Okay.